Hey homies, long time no see. Just wanted to say hello. I've been up to all sorts of things, all sorts of different things, which I'll go into later. Right now I am in my little caravan, which nobody's seen yet. Finally, after a long period of convalescing, sorting my shit out, fixing my head. Yeah, I've been getting productive, proactive, whatever the word is, creative. There we go. Yeah, I started sewing and finished that yesterday, and I'll show you pictures of that later. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of painting for a sign for a gig at the weekend. And yeah, so I finally come into my caravan. This is my new sewing studio. Hopefully mobile sewing studio. It's terrible. It's pucker little caravan. But yeah, I'm going to do it up. So what I'm going to do, remake all the curtains to reupholster all the cushions. And I'm going to time myself from start to finish, just so that I can work out how much it would cost and how much time, materials, etc., etc. if I was going to do this for your caravan or motorhome, or boat or shed or little space. So this, as in a mobile workshop, so I can hook this up to the car, drive to your motorhome, boat, caravan, whatever you've got, redo the whole thing, and then drive away again. So I rock up, revamp your house, mini house, and then leave again, basically. So this is the idea that I had ages ago, years ago, and the last caravan wasn't big enough. It wasn't right. It ended up being more of a shed or my bedroom while the house was being done up, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm now I'm measuring up, eyeing up, weighing up, looking at it all, trying to work out what to do. So here we have a mirror with wine. Okay, so right, I'm going to come back so you can see. Actually, yeah, there we go. So this is my little 1982 Robin 450 / 51 or something like that. So much bigger than the other one. It's actually a 5-berth. I picked it up really cheap just before Christmas. Yeah, right, and then it turned out that it needed some work, so it's even cheaper. But yeah, I put all my sewing stuff in here, and then life just fell apart, and I've only just put it all away, found little places for it. So the curtain that I made for, or the set that I made for the last caravan is just here. So I've only hung one because I need some more runners for the other pair, but I'm going to use that as a template for, so I've already done 2, so I need to make a set for this window. As you can see, they're desperate to be changed. So that's 1, 2, and then we've got 3, 4, and then down this end we have, there's a double bed and a bunk bed, so that's where the 5-berth comes in. We've got a little kitchen, fridge, has no cooker, it's got a metal cupboard for a cooker. I'm going to leave that blind because it actually works, but I could replace that eventually, but there's no need right now. There is a window behind here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 curtains to make. Yeah, and in the bathroom, I don't know if you can see, a bit dark, let's shine a light, there we go. So I don't know if you can see there, if I move this one. So the ironing board, the only time I iron is when I'm sewing. But in here is my collection of lampshades that I've either found on the street, been given, just picked up over the years, ready to rip off all the old stuff, make new ones, but they're very time consuming. Yeah, you have to rip all the old stuff off, clean up the frames. You need binding tape, which you wrap around, and then cut the fabric, and then do the lining, and it's all like hundreds and hundreds of pins. So basically, when you start with the lampshades, you can't move them because of the needle sticking out. Everything sticks to them, it hurts your fingers, they're like, it catches on everything. So you need to have a little space where you make your lampshades and just not move them until it's done, basically, until you get all the needles out. So I'm keeping them all in here. As you can see, some really random shapes. We've got a square one, we've got all sorts in there. So I'm going to put that back in. Put that in there. It's got one of those pull down. I'm forgetting my words. Sink. That's it. A pull down sink. So you can have a porta potty, which I've got in the garden. And this double bunk or single bunk on the top, I am going to use that as the space where I make my lampshades. So I can get a high stool that folds up and just sit here, do what I've got to do. Obviously take the cushion off, take this crappy little plastic thing off. But yeah, underneath is a double bed if I needed it, so it slides out, I think. I think I worked out it does slide out, or if not, you could make one like that, something like that. So yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 curtains, and then we come on to the upholstery, which is a massive task again. Curtains should take me a day or two, depending on, yeah, they're pretty straightforward. It took me 2.5 hours to make that one, but I was very quick and I just didn't measure it. I was just like, right, that'll do, and they come out absolutely perfect. So it's because they were for myself and I didn't need to actually make sure they fitted or anything, because I didn't care. I just loved the fabric, thanks to Stuart. So yeah, we've got 1, 2 cushions, another 2, so that's 4 to re-upholster. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of damp in the corner, but it's not damp anymore. So the place is going to need a paint job as well, as they always make them disgusting, browny, beigey, floral, ancient. Well, it is 80s, I suppose. I don't know about re-upholstering these two. I could do the bottom one definitely, but if you can see here, oh actually no, the bottom one, it is a double because it unfolds here, I think. Or is that the back? Oh, I don't know, but yeah, that's a big job because you've got to make it joined, but not joined, yeah, joined together. And this one again, see here, it's got a little bit attached. So yeah, I'm not sure about re-upholstering those yet, they're not important. But this is the bit where I might sleep if I take the caravan somewhere. But what I want to do is just under that window somehow affix a sort of workbench, probably about 1 or 2 foot deep, and then the length of the caravan, and maybe have it so it comes down on hinges, so it's fixed so that I can put it up or down, that kind of thing. I don't know. Or maybe fix something so that it folds out and then I've got the space in between the seats. But really, for sewing you need the machines, you need a gap behind it. So yeah, I don't really know how that's going to work. And the reason that I got it really cheap is because of that. So that was leaking. It's actually dried out in 6 months, so I don't know whether any of this wood's going to need replacing. It feels pretty solid, but I don't know. But this panel needs to come off and be replaced. It's been sealed up on the outside. I might be able to do it myself, or I might have to get a professional. I've got enough to do as it is, but yeah, so this is, I did have a name, but it's been 6 months since I've even thought about it. So in here, I've got my tailor's dummy upside down, can't really see. I've got all my sewing stuff in here, accessories. The house is also full. But yeah, in here it's all buttons and beads and all sorts of stuff. I've got a whole load in the house as well. Yeah, I've got a little cupboard down there. So we've got all my camping stuffs, and it came with an awning as well, which is exciting. So yeah, I think the caravan is usable. It's dry. It's very light. It's got aluminium chassis, so it was a dream to tow, but it was totally empty. Yeah, here we have a little ancient gas lamp. I don't think there is electric hookup, but we couldn't find any wires anywhere, so I think there's battery wires. And the best thing, here we go, have a little drink of wine. I'm christening the caravan. First time I've spent any time in here because the place was filled. All the stuff in the cupboards was all over the sides, and I put it all in here in December. Just shut the door because I was so depressed. I couldn't focus or cope with it. But yeah, I've just give it a bit of a clean, put everything away. And then the best bit is this bit. We have a cocktail bar. Yeah, so it's all ready for a party. Anyway, so yeah, I've got to think of a name. I'm thinking Robina. I don't know why. Robina, but yeah, we'll see. Well, but anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing next. I need to basically just make all the curtains and re-upholster these 2 cushions and just work out how long it's going to take, and then gauge on the materials. So if I was going to do a whole revamp for you, just to see time and materials basically to work out a cost. I reckon it's a week's work. It took me 14 days to do Rosa's Palace cafe seating area. 14 days, but there was a hell of a lot of cushions, whereas here there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if maybe 7 if the bottom one I take apart and make it into 2 separates or something. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 curtains. And I've already got some good paint. I don't know about painting these walls because it's textured, but anything's got to be better than that. You see that? Yeah. Anyway, so this is next on my list. You can book me anytime you like. I'm ready to go. Oh look, has he even got a curtain rail? So you have a separate bedroom. Oh, I keep finding all these little things. Anyway, okay. Bye.